my boys, and obviously I took that opportunity. It's gonna be a little fun day today, so but yeah, that's me, bro.
All right, go ahead, Ozzy.
All right, what's good, boys? My name is Ozzy. Fuck, bro, I zoned out. I was looking at that picture of you that they sent in the chat.
Chill out,
But
bro.
my name is Ozzy. I've done over like almost well over 300K rev with organic since I started last year. This year alone, I'm about to reach 200K revenue. So yeah,
I'm just cooking up, bro. Good fucking shit. Good fucking shit. So how it's gonna
as
work
always.
is that we're just gonna pick answers. Like I'm gonna pick questions from the chat, and then we're also gonna bring people up. So I'm also gonna like you guys want to request to come up. You can request to come up, and we'll answer your question. Like you'll ask a question, and then each one of us will give us our answer. So it'll be like literally go like. We'll go and like you'll ask a question or I'll pick a question from the chat. I know these niggas is OC with the gifts, bro. It's OC.
Yo.
Yeah, I know, bro. Don't even mind them. But you guys are gonna go and you guys are gonna like ask questions and we're each one of us are gonna give our answers because everybody's different. Like for instance, like Markio, that nigga's a quality demon. That nigga just snipe shit. Saint Ozzy, that nigga be running products for like bro, Ozzy, what was that one? You said you ran a product for like a year, right?
Yeah, bro, I made like six figures with it. I'm just like a split testing demon, bro. So that's my thing.
Bro, yeah, bro. Bro can just run products for long periods of time, bro. So like that's the key factor. Like for me, I'm like very, very good at doing lots of volume, being able to understand like not just AI, but just like I'm low key just good at everything. But like these niggas are demons
Yeah,
at other things. You feel what I'm saying? So
yeah.
nah, yeah. So I'm gonna just get straight to it. If you would start
Don't be
again,
so.
yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. Don't worry, but I'm skipping right past all these gifts, bro. These niggas is
All right.
OC, bro. Every
I'm
single
actually gonna
AMA,
shut
it's
this
like
shit
this,
down,
bro.
bro.
Bro, when I had my case study with my boy Jaden, bro, they were sending in OC gifts, bro. So like, you guys just kind of like just don't even knowledge. But if you were to start again from zero with your knowledge, what you will do? Like, what would I do if I started again from zero? All right, Ozzy, you can answer this first.
What would I do if I started from zero again?
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty broad question, but I would just tell people right away to. I feel like a lot of people look for money or sales in terms of like what to expect from progress. So instead of looking at that, I would say just look at the small things that like your small actions. Like if your videos were getting 100 views today, but now, I mean yesterday, but now they're getting 1,000 views, that's progress. You know what I mean? So progress isn't necessarily a dollar amount. It's just like your skill set. Look at what you were doing then and how much better it's now. Like if you didn't know how to make a website back then, and now you do, that's progress. So I would say that and think of things 6 months in advance. So whatever you do, don't expect anything until you're 6 months deep into it, because otherwise, like you're not gonna be able to. Oh wait, my bad. I seen a GIF. I'm gonna shut that shit down. But always think 6 months in advance whenever making any decisions. So like whenever you start a business model, or if you're going all in into something, I would say don't expect anything until you're fully deep in about 6 months.
Mark, you go.
My turn. All right. So the question was, if you start again from zero with your knowledge, what would you do?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I went back. I mean, I have all the stuff I've already learned. I think Ozzy talked about this in the most like recent YouTube video. I think Anthony possibly may have said something about this, but I would just double down on exactly what I know and what I know I'm good at. So I know I'm good at bringing products to the market. I'll just literally go on the burner, scroll, see what's working, and then bring variants of that, bro. Like I wouldn't change up on the knowledge I already know. And on top of that, bro, like literally just bro bringing products to market knowing that you could print tomorrow, especially with the knowledge we have now, bro. Like I think a lot of people have limiting beliefs that like it takes multiple days to like hit a winner or a month to hit a winner. But bro, like genuinely go on the burner, bring a variant, or even hop directly on that product. If there's no like there's not a lot of comp, bro, you can make money tomorrow. You can make money today. So that's
Yeah,
exactly what I would do. I would literally just test products, bro.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. All right. Bet. And then for me, I'm not gonna lie, bro. If I started again from zero, bro, it is a broader question, so I'm gonna go like a little bit, try to go like a
yeah,
little bit more in depth because that's like how y'all did it. For me personally, obviously getting on the burner is the first thing. I feel like a lot of beginners, they really like they think ahead, like they think four steps ahead and not just one step at a time. Like people will always see, like you said, make a store. Like, oh, I need to make a store. I need to go and I need to not only make a store now. Like, how do I need to make a store? Like, oh, how do I do this? How do I do that? I would just focus on the needle pushing task because that's like the biggest thing. So like for me personally, like, first thing would obviously be getting on the burner. I spend 30 minutes a day getting on the burner, just scrolling, scrolling on the burner, 30 minutes per platform, finding a product, and I would find like 3, 4 products that I think are bangers, bro. And the biggest thing I will tell you is if you see a product in the market, me personally, I don't immediately just hop on the product, bro. Like, I don't immediately just hop on the product. A lot of people I've seen, beginners especially, do that. Like, I analyze the actual market share, looking at how many competitors on the product, what are they doing, like, oh, how many. If there's 4 people on the product, depending on the type of product it is it worth me copying one to one or taking a new angle, or going like Mark you said, where when you see a product, you can bring a product similar to the product on the market, like resin lamps, bro. Niggas were bringing hella resin lamps to the market. So actually going and not only like identifying a winner, which I talked about, I actually talked about this with somebody recently. Not only identifying the winner, but understanding when and how to actually run that winner. And that's the key factor that for me personally, I feel like I'm very, very good at. And so once I identify that winner, and I go and understand when and how, I would then hop on that winner. And bro, realistically speaking, I'd make 100K within 2 months max. 2-3 months, I'd run up 100K, bro. Just because like I understand like how I would go about it. So now, yeah. All right, bet. That's another question. Oh, this for you. This for you, Markio and Ozzy. What do you guys do when you have a decent content, but no matter what you do, you get capped at 100 views? Ozzy, you can go first.
Wait, where's that question at?
It's with Noel. So, what you guys do when you have decent content, but no matter what you do, you get capped at 100 views?
I'll go. Usually, the way I would handle that, I would just make new accounts, to be honest, and sometimes like truly ask people. I would ask people around me too, like, yo, is my content genuinely asked? Like, reach out in Discords, because a lot of times you'll think that your content or your product is good, and it's nowhere near. Like, if you're genuinely doing everything right, you should be getting some sort of views or engagement. And that's another thing I would look at. If you guys really want to know if it's an account issue, just look at your engagement, bro. If you posted 10 videos and all of those videos are at like 1,000 views, but you're getting no likes or any comments, like it's definitely like a product or like a video issue. So it's definitely an issue within you. It's rarely ever like an account issue.
Okay. Okay. And what about you, Mark?
What I would say, bro, I mean, there could be a couple of reasons why you're getting
Yeah.
capped at 100 views. It could be a product issue. It could just be like a content saturation, especially if you hop on a product like on Instagram, Facebook, and there's a whole bunch of people running it, and they're all using the same clips. Like, say if it's a product that were like, it's a product on the market, you really can't do AI for it just because like the mechanics of the product. And say everyone's ripping the same clips, right? You can't go in and rip those same clips and expect to get past 100 views. Or you can't hop on a product with 30 other people on it doing the exact same concepts and expect to go viral. So there's a couple of reasons why you could be getting capped at 100 views, especially if your content's good. And it could either come down to the product, or even if maybe it's not a meta product and it's a TikTok product, or maybe
Yeah,
it's not a TikTok product and it's a
that's
meta
true.
product. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple of reasons why you could be getting capped. So I would just look at those and analyze it. And then eventually, bro, you should be able to figure it out pretty fast.
Nah, facts.
Yeah.
Or the one thing I will put in there, it could, unless like it's a proof of concept to go viral on the burner, it could be a product issue. Like your product is just ass.
Yeah.
Especially like you said
Yeah.
on Instagram, where like emotional type products. The thing about emotional type products, a lot of emotional products, from my experience, don't do crazy good on Instagram. Like I've seen a lot of like products that don't do crazy good on Instagram that are emotional, but they do good on TikTok and Facebook. You feel what I'm saying? So also
Yeah,
understanding the type
exactly.
of product it is, like Markio said, and also like the product actually has to be good to understand what type of platform you should be focused on.
Yeah.
I do agree with. Wait, hold on. I want to go back to. I do agree with that too, bro. Like I haven't hit like on an emotional prod literally probably since the beginning of AR Organic, bro. I don't know what it is, but as soon as I tried out these traditional prods, first vid 2 million views on
Mm-hmm.
Instagram too and
Yeah.
Facebook, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like just immediately viral, bro. It just comes down to the product and the concepts, bro.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. Okay. All right, bet. And also, oh, hey, letting y'all know, if you guys want us to answer your question, just at us so I can like read it. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm skipping past anything that isn't adding us. And if you send in some bullshit, I'm gonna look back the recording and I'm banning you immediately. I'm letting y'all know.
That's crazy.
But I don't give a fuck, bro. These niggas, bro, niggas need to learn, bro. You feel me?
That's true.
Yo, I'm going semi-viral with an emotional prod, good engagement, but really low CVR. Is it a product or avatar issue? So I'll answer this one first. So from my experience on Facebook, at least for me, and I remember hella niggas when I send my screenshots in, when they would see my CVR, be like, "Yo, hey, your CVR is fried." Facebook, for me personally, when I run emotional prods, never have good CVRs, bro. So one thing I've noticed with Facebook is that Facebook gives hella sessions, but it doesn't have a super high CVR. So like I'll get 1,000 sessions, but I won't get 10 orders or whatever, right? I'll get like a lower CVR. So for me, a good product on Facebook is 0.5 to like 0.7%. Oh, this nigga Dobby just joined up. But 0.5 to 0.7%. And that's like, for me personally, like how I've seen, like in general, like Facebook. So I wouldn't focus on Facebook as long as it's converting per mil. So that's why I stopped looking at the CVR on Facebook, but I started looking at the per mil itself. And that kind of like, for me personally, like that kind of helped out a lot because I used to stress a lot about the CVR and then it just never worked. You feel me? Yo, Davi, go back down. Davi, go back down. It's just gonna be us three today. All right, bet. Marco, you go.
To answer this question, I don't know. For me, I've had a little bit of different experience with Facebook, bro. A lot of the times, bro, for like one of my biggest winners on Facebook, I was just going insanely viral. Like I've noticed, for me at least on Facebook, it's either like you get stuck in like the under million views range, you're converting like mad good. But for me on Facebook, like I was just going dumb viral, so I was hitting more of like a broader audience, and my CVR was trash. Like it was terrible. But I kid you not, like I ended up archiving the whole entire account for some odd reason. I don't know what the point was, but I archived the whole account and still continued to keep posting for that product. And like the whole like way my Facebook performed completely changed. It like I would go less viral but convert higher because I was hitting the actual demographic. So it could realistically not be an issue with the product or the avatar. It could just be the way that your Facebook is targeting, if that makes sense as well. Like that's what it is for me because the product I already knew was good. It was converting for other people. Even people running similar avatars, similar concepts, it was converting. It's just for me, my Facebook was just hitting a broader demographic. Um,
No,
but
that's
yeah.
sauce
And
right
then
there.
wait, what's the other part of the question?
I think
The
that
part.
was pretty much it. It was just like what do you do if it's not like a high CVR? Like basically if your CVR is not as high. You know what I'm saying? Ozzy, you go ahead. I mean, I know you have good experience on Facebook, Ozzy.
Wait. Can you repeat the question
So the
just so that I
question
can?
was like from what I remember, 'cause I know I scrolled down was I'm
Oh
going
shit.
viral on Facebook, but it's like semi-viral, but his engagement is good, but his like CVR is ass. Like his CVR is pretty low.
Okay. Usually, bro, that does, bro. I don't know why. I just learned the back end so well, but I would have to look at it. But in all reality, it's an issue with your funnel. Like if you're getting good engagement and you're targeting the right people, you're targeting US, and you know the product is good and it's selling for other people but not you, um, there's definitely something wrong within your funnel. So that's the way I like to look at it. I don't like to just let it be like, yo, we do organic. Like it's supposed to be bad. To be honest, from most students that I've helped and my own personal results, including Mark, we've seen that you can get up almost any product, at least like if you're getting decent views, to up to like a 1% conversion rate every single day. So I would say there's an issue with your funnel, but honestly, you just gotta look at it and see what it could be. A lot of people just build websites and have really shitty looking sites that people don't trust. Maybe it's like a lack of trust, maybe it's a bad offer. It could be a lot of things, honestly, but it's usually an issue with your funnel.
That's fire.
And
That
like I
makes
said, I
sense.
would have I would have to look at it to go into detail, but yeah, we usually track it down, and like I said, I've been able to get people's conversion rate up to 1% for everyone that's come my way. So
Bro, I'm
it,
not gonna lie, Ozzy's goaded at like website split testing, whatever, bro. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, he's goaded at split testing your website to get your CBR, right, bro. It's low
That's
key,
fucking
low key.
fire,
yeah.
bro. And that's why doing AMAs like this is fire because again, everybody's a demon at their own things, bro. Like you said, Ozzy's amazing at website development. You feel what I'm saying? Like me personally, I'm good, but I'm obviously not as good as Ozzy because he was able to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay to say that. You feel what I'm saying? You always get better.
I'm
It's
not
not
gonna
No,
lie,
like
I
yeah.
just never cared enough, bro. For me, like, I just never cared enough. I got a 1% CVR, I don't care, bro. Like,
Bro, but
I'm gonna keep
that's the
posting.
thing though.
Like, I'm gonna
Yo,
keep posting, bro. Like,
we were talking with Mark about this though, like the CVR, like as useless as it seems, it's so important though, because Mark hit like a what was it? Bro? You hit like a 7K day?
yeah, so like
Or
one of my products, I had like a 7K day with like a
yeah.
0.8% like CVR. Next day, I got like half the sessions. I changed like a couple things on my website. Like Ozzy was telling me to change, bro. Next day, I hit like half the day with like less than half the sessions. I was like,
Mhm.
okay, well maybe I should
Yeah.
lock in on the
It's
CVR,
like
bro.
you guys have to understand if you're hitting a point 0.5 conversion rate on a daily and you hit a 1K day, if you would have just doubled that percentage, which is not that hard, if you would have just had a 1% conversion rate, that would have been a 2K day. Or, if you hit a 5K day and you had a point 0.5, that could have been a 10K day. So it does matter, and that's why I learned like stuff like that early on. So I do suggest like you guys start looking more into that and
that's
not just
fire.
let it fly.
That's fire. Can each one
Yeah.
of you guys explain your testing strategy? So I mean, do you want me to go first, or do y'all want to go first? Let me go first.
You
Up
can
to
go
you,
first.
bro.
Okay, bet. So
Up to
me
you.
personally, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I move fast, bro. I don't waste any time, bro. So me personally, like it depends on like I have to put myself in your guys' shoes because right now, currently in organic, at this current moment, like I have a lot of things like systemized because I just can't do it as much because I have a lot of things going on. You know, I run the one-on-one as well. I do organic. I have VIP I handle as well. So for me, I have things systemized. So how I do it, I'm gonna say how if I was in your shoes and then what I do now. So if I was in your guys' shoes and I can only test a certain amount of products at a time, the key factor is if I'm testing, let's say, for me, I know life shit. Like I grind, I know life shit. So like I find 5 banger products. So immediately, me personally, like if I'm hopping on shit, 3 to 5 banger products I'm cooking up. And how I go about it is that I make 5 videos fast. Like I give up to 15 to 20 videos, and it depends on the platform. So if I know if it's an Instagram type product, like if I know it's a product that does well on Instagram, I usually should be seeing 2 to 3K views like off rip damn near, right? Fast, like within like 4 or 5 videos. And then from there, like by the 15th video for TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, if I don't get any outliers, and what I mean is if I'm averaging 1K views, I don't get a 5K view video. If I'm averaging 1 to 2K views, I don't get a 10K view video. Like me personally, immediately I drop it. I'm not gonna lie, because by the 15th video, I've tested almost every concept I could have that does well. Because the biggest thing with testing is it's not about just posting good content. It's actually understanding testing ad formats. It's understanding what ad formats do good with your product, what concepts do good with your product. Because every product has its own concepts that does well. You know what I'm saying? Like some products 3, 2, 1 is a demon. Some products emotional do really well, and there's different ad formats in each emotional type of product that you run. Some products go viral with the stand concept. Some products go viral with I'm not an OF girl, whatever it is, right? For emotional. So within those 15 videos, bro, if I don't get an outlier, I immediately drop it, move on to the next, don't waste any time. I'm on to the next, boom, within 3 days, I finish that product as well. And I speed run that shit. So where within like fucking 4 days, I'll find a banger that makes me 100K. Like that's how fast I move, and also testing optimally to where before I test the product, what I'll do is I'll write out 15 videos on exactly what concepts I'm going to do and test. So I don't even have to do a lot of content research. I already know what I'm gonna do, and I just start doing it. And then once my account gives me something that I like, I then go double down on that shit and go split test hella, and then I go from there. So like that's what I would do, like in split testing. That's my testing strategy. So y'all can go.
Got it.
Mark your Ozzy, whatever
Cool.
we'll do.
Who wants to go? All right, I'll go.
Oh,
All right,
yeah,
you
no,
want to go?
you got it, you got it, you got it.
Well, I do it a little differently, but like the same way at the same time. So you said how many products do you test? You said you test.
Me personally, I personally like by myself when I was really pushing, I was testing 3 to 5 products at a time. But like it depends. Like for me, 2 to 3 products, 5 videos each product. So I was posting like fucking 15 videos a day between 3 products.
Okay, I got it. All right, so I just wanted to highlight that real quick because I want you guys to understand as well. This is very like a personal thing. So, like Mark was saying earlier, um, do whatever works best for you as a whole. Double down on what's been working for you. A lot of people like Anthony can run 3 to 5 products at a time. Mark can run 3 to 4 products at a time, whatever. I do it a little differently. I do my testing because it's just me. The way I do my testing is I focus on one product at a time. And this is because I look for like sniped. I try to snipe big products. I don't like to really run pump and dumps. So I'll try to look for things that make me about like 50K minimum. Otherwise, I'll just won't run it. But usually I'll do the same thing. I'll post anywhere from 3 to 5 videos within the first 5 days. Um, so usually that'll be like, yeah, about 15 videos throughout that week. And within that week, you just look for subtle things that let you know if the product is a banger or not. Obviously, you could build a site and see if you're getting sales early on, but if you don't, I would mostly look for engagement. I would look for shares. I would look for comments early on, and that's usually how I go about my testing. I'll do one product at a time as well because that's just the way I like to do it. I feel like if I run too many products at once, I get too distracted, and I either won't test fully or I won't test right. So I'll do one at a time, but I'll do it quick. I won't take more than like 3 to 4 days testing a product. And if within those 3 to 4 days it isn't doing well, I'll just drop it and move on to the next. And that way I'm testing efficiently, fast, and I'm looking for that big banger, like I said. But you guys should do what's best for you guys. If you guys feel like running more products is your thing, or if you feel like running less products but doing quality content is your thing, then do that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, but I feel like it all comes down to conviction at the end of the day, bro. Like, what do you have conviction in that
Exactly.
works, and then just doing all that, and don't try to like go and like I dealt with that. Is like don't try to go and think that your strategy doesn't work, but if somebody else has been proven to do that strategy, then at the end of the day, like it works. You just have to keep pushing, and don't think that your strategy is any worse than somebody else's. You know what I'm saying? But my bad, Mark, you can go.
Yeah.
I would say like my testing strategy definitely varies from these two. I know we already know like Anthony, bro. He's more of like a volume guy. Ozzy, he's like kind of like he's tests similar to me. Like I test maybe one to two, sometimes even three products at a time. But if I am testing three products at a time, I'll get them up within the same time span. But say one performs better than the other, I most likely will drop the other two that didn't perform, and I'll just double down on the one that did. Also, like the way I test is different from emotional to like traditional products. Like if I see an emotional product, and it's especially if it's something I already test
Right.
or I just know because like I heard through the grapevine that it's printing, when I hop on that product, the way I test it will be different rather than a product I'm bringing to the market and there's no actual like proof of concept yet. So like if I hop on a product that I know is absolutely ripping, I do give it a little bit more time. If off the bat nothing happens. Also, if some of y'all know my accounts, some of y'all may know some of my accounts and stuff. I test the same concept, especially for emotional products. I test the same concepts every single product. So if I don't go viral or print within those like the time span it takes to test those concepts, then I low key just move on to the next product because usually I'm not even kidding. All my bangers this year, I've hit off of at least one of those concepts with every single product. So if they don't work, I move on. Also, if I'm bringing a product to the market and it's emotional, then I'll test, and if the demand isn't good or if I don't like print with the concepts that I talked about, then I'll most likely drop because there's no proof of concept into my like in it that like I know it's already printing or not. So like I usually just drop it if I don't see results from that within like 2 to 3 days. And as far as traditional products, same thing. Like I test order or like I figure out how much it's printing before, or just like I said through the grapevine. Like we're all in the communities. We all know usually what products are printing and what products aren't printing, and I'll just test proven concepts, bro. So like the babe, would you buy this? Or babe, stop buying stuff. You're 35, or like just like run two concepts. Like I'll test those super viral concepts, and if I go viral and don't print, drop the product. You know what I'm saying? Or like if I don't see if I like if I'm looking around all comp and everything and like people aren't really blowing it up, and like maybe the product can't reach like a certain millions of views because some products convert super low, so you need to get millions and millions of views. So like I'll just try to analyze, can this product even get that much views for me to print? If not, I'm dropping it, moving on. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I test products.
It's fucking fire, bro.
That's valid.
Now I want to answer this question, and I want Ozzy to go last because he's tested products the longest. Because the longest I've ever tested a product was 7 months. Like I've been able to make money consistently with a product for 7 months. Like, I probably could have made it longer, but I just dropped it. But this nigga said, "What's the difference between a long-term product and a pump and dump?" So I want me to go, Markio, and then Ozzy to go because Ozzy's tested product the longest. So I want to highlight him the most. You feel what I'm saying? So for me personally, the difference between a long-term product and a pump and dump product is three key factors. For me personally, well, I feel like it make let me see. I feel like the biggest thing that obviously makes sense for me personally is like how big the audience is. I feel like that matters a lot for me personally. Like every product that I've been able to run for long periods of time, like 2, 3, 4, 5 months, is products that I had a bigger audience. So it's a bigger, wide gap of audience that I'm actually able to go and like rinse. You feel what I'm saying? Like even like shout out Just Jordan. I seen Just Jordan go, and he was running the blanket shit for a good amount of time. You feel what I'm saying? Because the audience is so big to where like you continuously continue to keep going viral and viral, viral and viral, viral. And then after I identify like the product has a big enough audience for me to actually be able to run it, you know what I'm saying? Then the second thing is like, is there, can I bring new variants to it? Because like bringing new variants to a product consistently allows you to keep going viral for long periods of time. Like one of the longest products that I ever ran, the main reason why I was able to run it for as long as I did, and the reason why I kept going more and more viral was because of the fact that I just kept using I just kept bringing new variants. So once a month, I would go and bring a new variant to the market. And there's so many different ways you could do it because it all comes down also to the type of product it is. Like for instance, you could have a resin lamp account. There's people who are doing resin lamp account, but you could just spam all the resin lamps under one account and just have a long period because resin lamp itself is a product, so you don't niche it down and you just run multiple different resin lamps under one account, and so that's multiple different audience. The music video, I'm sure everybody has seen it, but that product has made over 100, 200, 300. That's just printed, bro. I have students who made money with that shit too. And the key factor, even when scaling that product, because I did break down scaling, and I told one of my students to scale that product as well, make multiple different accounts, hit different niches, etc. Hire people. The biggest thing is like, bro, there's so many audiences that you can target. The music video rock and roll, fucking you could any artist, any I see games, Call of Duty, bro, it's fucking insane. And the product is just so scalable to where there's so many different niches, audience that you can bring into that product to where you can make that product not only long term, that product is also hella brandable that you can also like you could build a brand off of it, and on top of that like you can run that shit for a long period of time because there's so many different variants you could do. And then the third thing is for running periods, a long period of time, is new concepts. So for me, how I've done it is like split testing your winning ad formats on Instagram and Facebook, and then also being able to find new concepts through content research to be able to implement with your product. Because again, products don't get saturated, content gets saturated. That's why people bring back old winners and they cook up now. It's because we have so many new concepts and content to be able to put on that product. They're like the three main things for me personally. Marco, you can go.
I would say just to piggyback off of Anthony, you talked about audiences. I would say like for a product that's super long term, I would just think more about the audience, bro. The audience obviously has to be like super big and a bunch of different like angles and concepts you can test within it. And then like pump and dump products usually, and also wait, hold on, let me before I go to pump and dump products. Also, long term products, I think, in my opinion, are products that work primarily better on Instagram and Meta because, bro, if you have a product on TikTok, bro, we all know that TikTok money lasts like a week to 2 weeks. Sometimes you can drag it out. Sometimes you can get like a prime account. But majority of the times, if you're looking for a long term product, like Facebook and Instagram is going to be those vehicles that are going to get you there because you can genuinely just rinse concepts, bro. Like I think my longest product, like I'm not gonna leak it, whatever. I think I was running it maybe like 3 months, and I would just say it was because like I had like three concepts. I was just absolutely rinsing on Facebook. Like I would rinse. Once it died out, I would introduce a new, or I would test that concept three to four times throughout the day. I'd post 5 videos. I would split test that one concept that's winning, and I would just try a new concept every single day until I found another winning ad format. So eventually, when that first ad format died, I already had another one to back it up, and like that's how I ran that product long term. And also, when that product did die, just introducing another product in that niche, like Anthony did talk about. And I would say the biggest thing for long term products is definitely just having the vehicle of Facebook or Instagram to kind of like carry you throughout that process. And the pump and dumps, bro, a lot of times the pump and dump products, you can make money, but a lot of the times, like they're just micro niches, bro. So the niches aren't really big enough for you to expand, big enough for like once you go viral a couple of times, the whole entire audience has seen it. You know what I'm saying? What is in it for them to keep watching these videos? Like you keep getting pushed out. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like you may make money short, but like the niche just isn't big enough for you to expand and actually scale. That's
That's
what I would say
fire.
the
That's a
difference
good ass
is.
answer, bro. Ozzy, go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
I'm looking
I'm not
excited to
gonna
hear this
lie.
nigga's answer, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Um, I'm not gonna lie, you guys basically answered it. Like, there's not a lot of science to it. Like, I think Anthony answered it within the first like few minutes. But if you guys want my 2 cents on it, I would say yeah. You guys, when I look for products like that, what Mark said is true. You can't run a product like that and expect it to do it well on TikTok. It has to be a product that runs well on either Instagram or Facebook. Both of my six-figure products were on those platforms. And I will say as well, it's usually products that are for everyone. So yeah, like you guys said, it's not like a niche product. It's not something that only applies to a small niche. Like small niche would be someone like the Lord of the Rings niche. That's a small niche because it's just a movie. You know, not everyone knows about that. But I'm gonna leak one of my products just to give you guys some more input. I was running. I don't know if you guys remember. If you guys been doing organic for over a year, I was running the goth Y2K like cross necklaces. Did you guys see
Really?
that?
That was you? Oh shit! I
That
didn't
was
know that.
that was my product. I was running that product for like a year and like almost a year and a half. No, less. I was running like for a year and like 2 months. And the reason why that product did so well is because it was such an appealing product to just everyone. You know, you could say it's a Christian product, but at the same time, everybody wears cross necklaces, whether they're Christian or not. So I was just able to run that product throughout the whole time because I would just target different niches. So at first I would just target like Christian niche, and then after that niche died out, I would move on to micro niches. So I started targeting like the goth niche, and then the Y2K niche, and then I would do like the punk niche, and so I would just cycle through all these niches, and I would reuse all of the proven concepts but within that niche. And I would just split test like concepts to death with like different sounds, and I would do like the same videos And this product did mostly well on Instagram. So the good thing about running products on Instagram is that you can really make your Instagram look very branded. I feel like that's the best platform to have like a branded product because you guys can have like highlights telling people where to buy, like customer reviews, and I had all of that. So it made my account to this day, bro. I think last month that store alone made like 2K, and I haven't posted for it in like months. So I'll still get sales randomly for that store because I haven't shut it down yet. Um, I feel like that's the biggest thing, just being able to run products that don't just apply to small niches, but that you know are broad. And it also depends on how viral you go. I feel like a lot of products, there is a ceiling to them. Like if you print too fast, I thought this last product I had was gonna run me the whole year, but I think that product literally ran up like 500K within a month overall, like throughout the whole market. Because me alone, I made like 112K in a single month with that product, and I thought it was gonna run throughout the whole year. I thought I was set, but I think what happened is everybody was running it so much, like to like a different level of like just printing that it just died out. So that one ended up dying out. I was running that one on Facebook. But yeah, the biggest difference between like pump and dumps and long term slash like big hitting products anywhere from like 50 to 100K is that the ability that you have to run it in different niches, um, and the platform that you're running them in.
That's
That's pretty
fucking
much it.
fire, bro. Fire as answer, bro. For I love that. But I love to hear that
One
shit. I'm
last
not gonna
thing.
lie. Oh my bad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, go
I
ahead.
was gonna say I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know that was you, but I remember I seen your account long ago, bro, and I was like, "Yo, this nigga's going crazy." That's why his thing in my
Yeah.
head. I'm not gonna lie. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was printing with that product, bro. At the time though, like those numbers were really good. Like Mark said earlier, I don't know if it was on this call, but at the
I
time, like
wasn't even filming either.
no, I
I was
wasn't
there
even
on
filming.
autopilot.
I wasn't even filming. I was just taking clips from people, and I would just like split test other people's like. I know, like that's why I said whenever you started talking about like stealing people's clips, like I was doing that shit way long before
Mm-hmm.
because I figured out like you could just put different clips together from other people, and like it would be a new video for the algorithm. So that's all that the algorithm cares about, just seeing like a new sequence of like clips put together. And I was just doing that for a year straight. I was just taking my comps videos. I wasn't even filming. I only filmed for that product for like the first 2 months that I bootstrapped it. And then the rest was just like me taking concepts from other people. And obviously you can do things like you can get nerdy as shit and you can do like the SMS and the email. I almost got that far. I just realized it wasn't worth it. The product was making like 5K a month at that point,
Bro,
and
that's
I just didn't
sauce,
want
bro. I
to take
remember,
it.
bro. I talked about that in my 101, the email marketing shit, bro, and the post purchase
Yeah.
upsells. Bro, niggas don't talk about that, bro. That shit is sauce, bro. That shit extra revenue coming in, bro. But no, my bad. I didn't mean to
Yeah.
cut you off, bro.
No, you're good, bro. You're good. But that's pretty much it, honestly. Yeah,
Nah, that's
that's it.
fucking fire, bro. All right, let's see. And bro, that ripping phase, bro, ripping era was crazy. I was printing crazy on Facebook with the ripping, bro. I'm not gonna lie. When nobody was on Facebook and these were just ripping, that ripping era was something different, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Um, let me see. What's the main criteria you look for in a normal product to get 100K month with? You guys want me to answer? Or you want to answer? I mean, I'm cool.
Are we all doing it?
I mean, yeah, but I'm talking about like the first person to answer. I'll answer first then. So for me
All right,
personally,
go ahead.
the 100K month, so hit 100K month with a product, bro. It honestly all comes down to how much views you can accumulate in a short period of time and how big your audience is to be able to do it. So I talk about this in my YouTube videos. I've really been pushing this hella recently. Bro, if you want to hit a 50 to 100K month, you need to start running products that can't accumulate a lot of views in a fast period of time and how fast you can run it. So usually what I mean by that is like products that actually make a lot of money are products that are in broader audiences to be able to accumulate. Like Marco said before, in micro niches, a lot of micro niches can't touch 100K, not all the time. Some of them it can, but again, the audience needs to be big enough, and some micro niches can't touch it where bigger audiences can. Lord of the Rings is an audience that made multiple six figures. I know Markio printed off that shit and like others. I don't know if you're cool with me
Yeah.
leaking that, but I think you already leaked that, right?
Nah, that's all
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, pretty.
But like, bro, it just has to be an audience that's big enough to make a lot of money. It's like one of the biggest things. And the second is virality, right? So there's two different type of winners. We have to talk about regular products and emotional, right? So regular products, the key factor is how big the wow factor is. How much money you make with the product, the ceiling depends on how big the wow factor is, bro. So like, it has to be an insanely high wow factor to where if your product converts 1 to 2K per mil, you need to be able to do 70 to 100 million views to be able to go crazy. Like for instance, all the products I ran this month were 1K per mil products, and I touched like 500 to 1K per mil. I did over 100 million views, close to 70 to 100 million views, and I'm at like 65, 70K for the month. Reason being is because I ran products that were able to accumulate that many views. Like that's what it came down to. You know what I'm saying? To where emotional product, the key factor is it needs to have a good enough wow factor to go viral enough to do 10 million views. So emotional products, the biggest thing is, especially with emotional products, is that like we talked about before, those unicorn products that are emotional, resin lamps, the Lord of the Rings mugs, like all these things. The one key factor you'll notice for every single one of these products, I like to always preach to everybody, every single one of those products were going viral without emotional. You know what I mean? Like the Lord of the Rings mugs, if you looked on the burner, people who actually ran that shit, like not made it, ran it, but like they were originally made it, it went viral just showing it off. Resin lamps were going viral just showing it off, then they threw emotional. Emotional spikes up the virality. It doesn't go and it doesn't, like, it spikes up to give it viral, but if you're running a product that doesn't have a viral product or a viral factor in general, you're not going to be able to do enough. So that's another thing I push is like, if you want to be able to make a lot of money, especially with a product that's 100K a month, especially with an emotional product, it needs to have a big enough wow factor to make a lot of money. And those are the key factors that I look for that make me 100K. So y'all go now.
Bro, you low key just said it all.
Bro,
Like
my,
the audience, the audience, like literally, I was gonna say the same thing. The audience matters, bro. Like it comes down to the audience, how far you can go with the products, like the
yeah.
niche and all that. But you pretty much covered the whole
Bro,
inside.
my bad, bro. My bad, bro. I just
Oh, you're
like
good, bro.
go
You're
hella in
good.
depth. That's why I don't be
You're
going
good.
first,
You're
because I know
good.
I go super like I go OC. You feel me? That's why I was trying to like
Yeah,
push y'all
it
niggas.
makes sense.
Ozzy, same thing.
Yeah, I mean, tell me the question again. Maybe I can come up with a new avenue about it.
How did what was it? I think it was. Oh, what type of products? Like, how do you identify a product that can hit 100K a month?
Wait, say it again.
How do you
That can?
identify? Yeah, they can make like 100K in a month.
I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand with what I said about, you know, like the niche. Like it has to be a product within a big niche, and I would say it has to be. I would say, look, just look back. The best way I could put it for you guys is like look back at all of us who make content. You know, if there's any case studies on certain products, keep looking within that niche. So if that niche, I know I'm about to say one, like the Christian niche has done 6 figures. The Western niche has done a lot of money this past few months. So I would just keep looking for products within that niche, with the same amount of viral potential. Things like jewelry, I know, have forever done like high figures all the time. It's just timeless products that you would see at your normal everyday stores. You know, if there's a store based around that product is willing to hit 100K. You know what I mean? So that's the best way I could put it. You can't expect a plushie to just make you 100K while it can. But I would just say, just look at proven products and just try to bring something new or like a new niche to it. But yeah, you pretty much answered the whole question.
Okay, bad. My bad.
Yeah.
And then
No, you're
let's.
really good. It's good, bro. It's
But
good.
yeah. Here y'all can answer this. Best tip on split testing.
You can go ahead,
Oh,
Ozzy.
it's situational, bro. Like that's the thing about split testing. Like it's something you just have to learn. But I would say the best skill that you can develop to get good at split testing is understand why the video went viral. Like a lot of people just test things and expect it to do well, not looking as up to why the video did well or why the video did bad. So when you're looking at your competitor's video, for example, and you're not on the product yet, but you want to come in, I would say watch the video and understand why. Sometimes it's the hook, sometimes it's the CTA, sometimes it's the product alone. So I guess you just gotta have an eye for it. I don't really know how to put it into words, but the best way I could put it is just like I always look at the engagement and look at what people are talking about. Like, are they talking about the hook? You know, are they following up with what the written hook said, or are they talking about the product? Are they talking about like random controversy? Because sometimes that happens. I would just look at the comments. That's one of the main giveaways. Or if there's a lot of shares on the video, that means that people can find more people to relate that with. You know what I mean? So look at the engagement and see which ones like the most given. Like if there's a lot of likes, people just enjoy the video. If there's a lot of comments, there's something to talk about. If there's a lot of shares, there's something that people resonate with a lot that they want to share to other people. So it really just comes down to being able to identify that viral factor, and I just don't know how to put it into words properly yet. But that's what I would say.
Okay, go ahead, Mark.
My turn.
Hmm.
Um, to like piggyback off of Ozzy, like I think it really is situational. Like the whole
Yeah.
point of split testing is to literally keep testing until you find like that winning variable, the winning ad format, whatever. But one thing I will kind of add on to this question is like here's what I personally do. Like if I'm hopping on a product or to go more viral than a competitor, or maybe I had a viral outlier and or maybe I had an outlier and I want to go more viral, convert higher. Like I'll give you two situations. So like say you're running an emotional product, right? Somebody's running a like you saw a concept, whatever, they went viral. Maybe it was like I don't know, like a please don't scroll concept, or whoever leaves a comment on this like visual hook concept, and then throughout the body of it, right, they're just showing or they're just like making like the process clips, right, and at the end, right, it's just like a normal showcasing clips. If I saw this, say this person got like I don't know, 500 to 1 million views, whatever, 500K to 1 million views, right? What I would personally do when I'm hopping on that product, before I would hop on and just copy one to one, I would personally go in and try to make the video better before I post it, right? So, like, let's say they posted a video, their ad format was like, whoever leaves a comment on this, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Like, they're visually saying that, right? And then what I would do is I would add a voiceover throughout the body just to make it more engaging and get more comments. So I'd add a voiceover because say the video already went viral in itself and the engagement was decent, I would figure out a way to get more engagement so to push the video out even more. And that's how I would do it. Or maybe at the beginning they had like a please don't scroll hook or whatever, right? Throughout the body of it, I would make like in the voiceover, I would add something to incentivize people to comment. So that way you still have that hook in the beginning to get them to stop. And then you have something to incentivize them to comment. So then you're combining both of those winning variables. So most likely you're going to go more viral than the competitor because you're getting more engagement on a video that already worked for them. And then on a traditional product, like say someone went viral, right? And they're just doing a concept of them walking in, right? And then they drop the cup already, even then look to the shelf, and that went viral. What I would have them do, same concept, same format, whatever. I would have the person that was walking in, instead of them just dropping the cup, I'd have them say, no effing way, or something like that, to just spark more engagement, like make it go more viral. Like that's personally what I would do to go more viral than the comp. Like I would just look for things that would spark more engagement.
Okay, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie,
Wait, can
bro.
I add on to that?
Oh wait, my bad, my
Oh,
bad.
wait, wait, wait.
Are you
Go ahead,
sure?
go ahead.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
Me, but Markio is a demon at voiceovers, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That nigga, I swear to God, every product I see that's Markio's, this nigga spams a voice, bro. If you see a product on the burner and he's a voiceover, oh God, that's Markio, bro. This nigga
Bro,
spams
look at dox myself when I say that, but I just spam
bro.
voice.
And that shit converts crazy. Fucking 50K per
Yeah.
mil ass concept. My bad, Mark. You go ahead before I answer. You can go ahead and say what you're gonna say.
No, no, no. I was just gonna say that's true. I just wanted to add on to that, like, because I didn't really go into like the actual split testing aspect of it, but the way I like to do it is I feel like we were all taught like watching like the old guys that you when split testing you would just keep one thing and you would change everything else. Like it's the complete opposite. You guys are supposed to be you guys are supposed to be split testing like very small variables, but that still like make the video look different. So like when people think about split testing, they think they can get away with like changing one word and reposting the same exact video. Like that's not how it works. You guys need to split test something that is big enough that is like that it's still noticeable, but that it's so subtle that it's still the same concept. So the best example I can use and the one that I keep telling people is like think about it like TikTok dances, right? Whenever a TikTok trend comes around and like Charlie D'Amelio does it or some shit, everybody else starts doing it and everybody else keeps going viral. But it's because of the dance. Like it's not the same exact video. It's a dance that stays the same and it's different creators doing it. So the best way I like to split this is like if I have a good hook, right? A good visual hook, and you guys have to recognize what that looks like first. But if I have a good visual hook of a girl crying in her car and that shit went viral, I would recreate the same girl crying, but like at her workshop, or I would do it at a public establishment, or I would do it at her in her room. And the same thing that Mark does, like if you guys have a written hook that works, I would just turn it into like a voiceover hook instead. And so that's like different things that you guys can split test that keep the same video concept but make it look different for the algorithm. Because this is what you guys have to understand. The algorithms don't give a fuck about what you post. They just care about seeing new shit. So if you guys keep coming up with like the same, you could use the same exact text hook. If you know it's working, keep using it. All you have to do is switch up the visuals, but switch them up just for them to look different enough, but still be the same thing. So it could be like a change of scenery. It could be like your avatar changing clothing. It could be little things like that that just make the video look different, but keep the same concept going. Like that's the main thing about split testing.
Mm-hmm.
You're just looking. It's like when your boy copies your homework and you just tell him like, "Yo, make this shit look different." That's it.
That's a
It's the
great
same.
analogy, bro.
It's the same thing, but just make it look different.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Okay.
best way I could put it.
That's fire, bro. So like for me, it's basically the same thing as them, but like it's more like kind of like strategized. So for me personally, when I go about split testing, the main thing I do when I go about split testing is I'm very very keen on proof of concept and finding the winning variables, like Markio, like Ozzy said. So how I do it is it all depends on platform. So TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook all have their own platforms that you split test. Like well, Instagram and Facebook the same, but TikTok's a little different from what I've noticed. But mainly I focus on Instagram and Facebook. And for Instagram and Facebook, I do 5 variations. So I make 5 different variations. So if I have a video that's an outlier, right? Because you need to have an outlier. Once you have so say every video is averaging 1 to 2K views, and I find a video that does 8K views, right? Once I have a video that does 8K views, I then go into split testing. So what split testing for me looks like is the 5 variables, because it's not just one small thing. I know I like to define exactly each variable and what I'm split testing so that I can come back to it. So what I do is I do same everything new text hook, same everything new visual hook, same everything new sound, same everything new background, and same everything new process or movements depending on if it's emotional or like a regular product, right? And the key factor is that once I go through all 5, one of those videos should get either matching the outlier or more, or whatever one does the best. The algorithm likes that. So let's say, and one thing you also need to understand is that when you change one thing, that doesn't mean that that variable that you changed was the winning variable, because there's so many different sounds that you can use, so many different text hooks that you can use, that you just want to keep doing. That's why you go into rounds. But after you go into all 5, the next biggest thing is whatever one does the best, and you go into round 2, which is like, let's say the text hook got, the original was 10K, the text hook got 20K. So then from there, what you do is you have the text hook that does 20K, and you do new sound, new visual hook, new background, new process to keep that sound. And whatever one does the best from there, then you keep going back and forth. And once you do all 5 rounds after that, then from there, and also one key factor I want to put in say is that if you don't get the same outlier, doesn't mean that it didn't work. It just means you have to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Just keep going through it. Don't tweak out. Because again, there's so many sounds. When I talk about this all the time. When I was running like those Billie Eilish blankets, everybody knows I ran that shit. When I was running those Billie Eilish blankets, bro, one reason that I kept going crazy viral, and I went viral as fuck, is because of the fact that I kept spamming the different variations. So that's where content research come into play. Seeing what sounds are trending in the niche, what text hooks are trending. And like when you're figuring out what sounds to do, when you figure out what text hooks to do, all you're doing is you're taking somebody else's winning text hook but throwing it on yours. So like if somebody's winning text hook for the similar product that you're running, let's say you have a text you want to figure it out, I personally don't change or anything random. I go and I look at other products that have done well, and I steal their text hooks and throw it on mine, because it's already proven to work. So why not just do what already works? And then from there, you keep going, and then boom, that's how you get Yo, that was gay. I seen that shit, Ruben. Bro, my bad, bro. Markio, you see, this nigga said Markio looks fucking pissed, and he said some gay shit after.
Nah. This is my resting face.
Now yeah, like whatever one gets the best, then from there, like I'll just continue to keep going. Split testing never ends, because the whole point is once you have all 5 winning variables that go consistently viral, you want to change one thing to find multiple variables. And I'm sure Ozzy or Markio can, like especially Ozzy, where it's like you have 4 sounds that you know work all the time, and you just want to keep running through those. You know what I'm saying? And one other thing that's hella saucy that I talked about is that, bro, when you have a winning concept and then you're trying to find another concept, but all the concepts are rinsed, one thing that I do is, bro, I put 2 winning concepts together, and I'll put them together, and that's one thing that I do. Like that goes crazy raw. I've done that before. Like that's what I do with like my Billie Eilish blankets. That's how I learned it. Is that like, for instance, if like when people were doing the stand concept. And then, like originally, I remember the original stand concept, I could be wrong, was like with the little text hook. You know, remember the text hook where people were driving by and they said, "Look what this retarded ass nigga's doing," whatever it was, bro. And then people did that, like the concept with the AI, bro. What you could do is you could do like a like if you're doing 3, 2, 1, but then you're doing a stand, but you could do like a recording of like somebody. You could show a clip of like somebody's doing 3, 2, 1. And then it's like the same stand concept where people come up and say, "What the fuck are you doing?" But they're recording the 3, 2, 1 at the same time, and you mix it in. I remember I seen the Corinne Bags where they did the 3, 2, 1 at the stand thing. Like it was at the stand, did 3, 2, 1, and that went crazy wild. Funny as shit. Like that's my point. Mixing 2 winning concepts in one, and then going and like doing that. So that's how I personally go about doing it, bro. It's hella good.
Yeah, that works. That's really good. That's how I started split testing. Like I would just take winning viral formats and I would just mash them up together. So if you're going into a product late and let's put avatars aside because that's like the easiest thing to split test. But if you see people going viral and you're not sure how to like come in, I would just instead of doing exactly what they're doing, I would take whatever's winning for them already and I would just mash them up together. So like if you know your comp keeps using this one specific sound, that's a winning sound. So you could get that. And if you know that your other comp is using a specific visual, like lately I've been seeing a lot where it's the dads at the store and shit, and they're holding something and then they drop it.
Mm.
You guys would match those two together and just like try to make it look slightly different. Like you would still keep the same core concept, like I said, but you would just mash it up together and do the same thing back to back to back. Like just test different written hooks with like viral visuals and sounds and stuff like that. Like I said, bro, you could go all day long about like split testing because like there's so many variables that you can change. But at the end of the day, it's like a lot of conviction and testing.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing. One last thing. Keep looking at split testing as what it is, as a test. You guys are looking to test if shit works together, and if it doesn't, just don't do it again. So that's what I would say.
Mm-hmm. Fucking fire, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna let one person come up each, and we're gonna like answer questions, like and like kind of go from there, and then we're gonna like after that that'll be smooth, and that'll be like the end of the call. So damn, bro, look, 20 niggas invited to speak. That's funny as shit.
That's
So like
crazy.
y'all can invite to speak, and y'all can ask a question, and then like I said, each one of us will answer it. Or if you want to ask one person specific question, you can ask one person specific. It doesn't matter to me. It's all cool, bro. So yeah, if y'all want to
Wait,
come up to speak.
they get one question?
Yeah, I'm gonna do one question each, only one question each, and they can ask like whether they can ask all of us to give our answers, or they can ask one specific person.
All right, bro.
Yo, what's the word?
What's good?
Yo, what's good, bro?
Yeah, based off this call and stuff, like, what are you guys' future plans when it comes to like other group calls like this? Like, are we gonna like be venturing towards like other servers and stuff? Like, cause like low key, this is saucy as hell, bro. Like everybody just coming together and like, it's just
Me
fire.
personally, bro, I'm trying to do more of this shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like,
Yeah.
bro, that's the biggest thing for me personally, bro. Like, I already hit up other people trying to see like what other people are trying to do and stuff like that. Like, it's fire as fuck. Look at hella niggas in here, bro. We're all giving out hella sauce.
Yeah.
Like, the money just comes, bro. Like, not worry about any of the other
Yeah.
shit, bro. I mean, you guys, what do you guys think?
I
I
think this
mean,
is dope, bro. Oh, my
oh
fault.
shit. Go
I
ahead, go
think
ahead.
I think this is dope, bro. I would be more than happy to do this again with other people too as well, and like in different discourse. I think we all benefit from it. At the end of the day, bro, we all have the same goal. So like, I have no problem with this at all. So yeah,
Mhm.
Yes,
I
sir.
think I'll keep doing it, bro. That's my answer.
Mhm.
Nah, I fuck with it. I fuck with it a lot. I would keep doing it as well, and maybe we could even do one IRL, like a YouTube video
That'd be
or
fucking
like
fire,
an
bro.
AMA,
That would
AMA
be tough
IRL.
as fuck.
Like a quick little link up. I feel like that would be fire. The only thing is like dudes gotta lock him in the chat. No one's like actually asking questions. They're just fucking brain rotting.
Mhm.
So
But
that's
that's
the
how
only reason
90%
why.
niggas are though.
Nah, I know. Yo,
But y'all should have
but
made
Yeah,
this
I
shit.
love that I'm Captain America though. That's actually tough. That means
yo, W switch clip, dog.
No, it's
Nah,
OC.
yeah, I would be down to do this, and yeah, I think that was a question.
Yeah, that was a question. So, all right, bet. Amp.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, bet. Let me
yeah, W Anthony, bro.
Yes.
Or wait, his name's not. Wait,
That was Ant. That was Ant. His name is Anthony. All right, what's up, Jeffrey?
Andre.
Jeffrey.
I'm about to make this shit my profile picture,
Fuck
bro.
it.
Oh,
W Sanjay. I was gonna say I'm so confused. I'm so used to
Oh
calling
yeah,
you
Sanjay.
Sanjay.
Yeah. All right, what's up, Shore?
What's up, bro? I ain't gonna lie. My question is, how do you determine how big the niche's audience is, like accurately? Because I ain't gonna lie, like if you some niches where you'd be like, okay, it might have X amount of viewers, like I said, the X amount of people, but at the same time, it's like how you really like. I want to hear it from y'all because y'all sound like y'all know, like, okay, this niche, I could really get it to around this many views. You see what I'm trying to say?
Okay. Do you want to answer, Mark? It's not like you want to answer.
Yeah, I'll take it first, bro. So, I mean, first off, bro, like, I just kind of use a little bit of like the common sense. So, like, obviously, like the Western niche, bro, half the population is like Southern, Western, and especially in the US. So, obviously, I already know it's a big niche. Also, usually, what I do before I even run products is like I'll look up an example of the product on TikTok or on Instagram or something similar just to see how viral the product was to even begin with, or if there's other viral niches or other viral products in the niches, just to see how big the market really is. So like that's usually what I look at. And obviously, bro, we also just know there's certain niches that everyone just knows that prints, and that's huge. So the book niche, a lot of people read books. Um, Western niche, Christian niche, goth niche. Like there's just certain niches that just work for like majority of the proven vehicles. And, like proven vehicles would be like resin lamps or like boards or just like mugs or like blankets. Like those are the proven vehicles I'm talking about. So like certain proven vehicles work in those niches, but it's all just comes down to just bro, just market research. Just using your brain to see like something that you see on the daily basis. Like obviously, if you see something every day, like people wearing cowboy boots and a cowboy hat, most likely like that niche is pretty huge. You know what I'm trying to say?
Hell yeah, I see what you're saying.
Okay, but Ozzy, you want to go or you want me to go?
Yeah. So you said, how do you know if a niche is like big? Is that what you asked?
Yeah, factual.
Yeah, so I would just say like the same thing that Mark said. The way I go about it is like if I've never heard about this shit before, or if it's like my first time like really hearing about it, that's like your first sign. Like for example, I didn't even know the book niche was a thing until like I started doing organic, because like it's a big niche, but only within TikTok and nowhere else. So that's why you don't see like a lot of products within that niche like doing 100K months. Overall though, I will say this is another question that I would ask like Claude, like just outreach to AI. You can easily get feedback on like how big a niche is and if it has the potential to do 100K. And
Yeah,
obviously every niche has the potential to do 100K in a month because it's not a lot of money, but like with the type of product that you want to run. And just look back then, like if there's a lot of products that have done six figures in a month within that niche. Like for me, for example, every time I look at something within the veterans niche, I feel like it prints, but the like from what I've seen, they don't go that viral. Like there's only a few accounts that go viral within that niche for some reason. The only exception is like the mugs that were around a while back. But other than that, there hasn't been like a crazy like product up until now, like the helicopter shit that goes on the ceiling.
that's
So
helicopter.
yeah, so it's like it's situational again. Like it depends on the niche, it depends on the product, but some niches you just know that print and other ones, it don't. And lastly, I want to say it comes down to like the product. So like just ask yourself, realistically speaking, how many people are gonna have a mug at home that says Lord of the Rings, you know? You can't
Yeah,
really imagine a lot of people. You don't imagine me, Mark, or Anthony doing it. So just think about it like that. But overall, I would just do research, like basic research, and that's it.
nah, yeah, I fuck with the thing you said about Claude because I be doing that sometimes, and I
Yeah.
also ask it for like a percentage of like what the gender demographic is, which determines like what character I be using.
No,
That's
yeah.
smart. And one last thing I want to say, make sure that the product resonates with the niche because I feel like you guys hear a lot like, just take it to a passionate niche and it's gonna print. That's not always the case. Like the product has to resonate with that niche. If you really want to hit big numbers, you'll get some sales. But like for example, I'll use the the horror bags that people are running. Like the horror niche in itself is already small. And like if you're bringing it to like a handbag for women, you're making it smaller because you're ruling out all men that you could sell to, and you're just
Exactly.
making it to women that like horror movies. Like how like small a niche is that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just think about the product. Like ask yourself, okay, realistically, who's my target audience here, and who would actually buy this product? Or like someone else brought me like a Spider-Man like teacup set or some shit, and they were like, "Yo, with this print with emotion on," it. I was like, "Not really," because like think about it. Who's buying tea sets realistically? It's mostly women. And the Spider-Man niche, like yes, it has women, but it's mostly men. So it just doesn't make sense. So just ask yourself if the niche and the product resonate, and then that's how I would go about it.
Okay.
Gotcha. All right.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, that Spider-Man teacup shit only made me happy bust out laughing, bro. I'm not gonna lie though.
Yeah,
Wait,
grown
what?
man
No,
cry
like I heard
Spider-Man
Spider-Man
teeth.
teacup, I was like, alright, fool, chill out. But
Exactly, but that's how people think though. Like they think just because it's a
Like,
passionate
nah,
audience,
yeah.
they think it's gonna print.
No, it's not that big of
uh,
a deal. It was just funny to hear because I never thought I would hear those two niches in one, bro.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
nah, yeah. So for me, to be honest with you, like it kind of goes back to what they say, but it all comes down to product, bro. Like it all comes down to audience and who also would use that product. But what I do to validate an audience, how big it is, I look at it like this. So while I've seen personally, you can't hit everybody. In my personal, like you can't talk. You from what I've seen, you can't literally hit everybody in the niche. So I look at it like this: can 10 if I hit 10% of this niche, if I hit 10 to 40% of this niche, like I was like 40 to 50, can I make 100K? And if I can't look at it and be like 40, if I can hit 40% of this niche, because that's usually what I always see is like, bro, look at these niggas, bro, these niggas in chat is OC, yo, bro. So if I can't hit like 10 to 40% of this niche and make 100K, the audience isn't big enough to make 100K. That's how I look at it, because I've never ever seen a product that was able to hit everybody in the fucking audience. I think it's damn near impossible at this point, unless you're running it, because you can't do it in a month, but you can do it long term in like years, like, or like months, like a year, like how Ozzy did it. He was running multiple different, like, for long periods of time. But like OC, like in general, if you're trying to hit a month, like a big month, and if you can't hit 10 to 40% of the audience and make 100K, I don't run it. And then if you want to hit 100K with a product long term, then like, same thing, like 40%, 50%.
Crazy. I see.
All right, that's pretty much it. All right, man, let's set somebody else up, bro. But I'm not gonna lie, this is a WS call, but y'all niggas is OC. Go ahead, Jeffrey. Bro, Jeffrey, if you come up here again, you don't speak, it's fried. I'm banning you.
Yo, just turn your mic on, bro. It might be off or. Oh, there we go. Oh fuck, we still can't hear, bro.
Bro's trolling us.
No. I think he
Bro,
like.
no. Jeffrey knows when to troll. See, now he's fried. He's not coming back up. All right, man. Let's send somebody else up. All right.
Yo, can you hear me?
But go ahead,
Yeah,
bro.
what's up, bro?
Go ahead.
Yo, I have a question for Ozzy. How can you improve conversion rate for a website?
Yeah, bro. So like, it's really situational. Like I said, like, bro, all this shit is situational. But first of all, look at yourself. I'd say look at your funnel first. So, like, it depends. It depends. Like, I'll usually look at my analytics and understand what's wrong from there. But because it's not always just about the website. Sometimes it's your content. Sometimes it's like the type of funnel that you're doing to your store, like your CTAs, type of people you're targeting. It could be like your offer, like how much you're selling your product for, and how scarce you're making it look. But some overall key things that I do on the daily and that my students do on the daily to get it up is on the website end, we'll do something like a timer. So like we'll give people some like fear mongering, like yo, that this sale is about to run out and this product is about to sell out. So that's something that I have like as a non-negotiable in my store. Like I'll always have like a timer saying the 30 or 40% off sale is gonna end in like 3 hours if you don't get it now. And people are so brain rotted that they'll believe that shit and they'll buy it on the spot. And I'm telling you, we've tested this so many times because it doesn't seem like a big change, but we've tested this so many times that we've seen the change. Like it genuinely gets people to convert on the spot a lot more. And then obviously making sure like that you're saying that there's not a lot of units left. Like people think that shit doesn't matter. It does help a lot because then it gives people perspective. Like yo, if I don't buy it now, I'm gonna miss out on the sale, or I'm gonna miss out and not buy the product. Because you guys have to understand, like we know it doesn't run out, but that's how people were programmed to think, like around the world. So I do a lot of like scarcity slash fear mongering a lot in terms of like my store, and then always look at your offer. I feel like a lot of people don't understand what perceived value on a product is. So it's like sometimes you'll be selling a product for a lot more than it needs to be sold. And usually you can look at that on your analytics. If you're having a lot of sessions but no one's adding to cart or no one's adding to like or even getting to checkout, that's like a pricing issue mostly. You're not offering something good for the product. Like I've seen people try to sell like the wrestling cutting boards for like $120, and obviously they're not converting. So I gotta dumb it down a little bit. It comes down like to from product to product, but just understanding the actual perceived value from your product. You usually wanna aim from like 70 to 80% profit margins, 60 on the lowest end. So having a good offer, fear mongering, and funnels, bro. I'm big on funnels. So people usually just post videos and have the link on their bio and expect people to buy. Like usually I'll go a little bit above that. I'll do like a lot of CTA stories telling people like once again more fear mongering. Yo, I have a sale going on today. It's 30% off. If you don't get it, you're missing out. And I'll post a story every single day. And I'll mostly do that for products that or for accounts that are primed up where you have a lot of consistent traffic every day. And that shit will just like boost up your conversion rate. Because that's people that are watching your profile or that follow you already, that are going to your stories regardless, and then you're hitting them with like that CTA. Sometimes that's the small push they need. So like doubling down on like doing story CTAs matters a lot. And like I said, that's just like free traffic that you're getting from your followers already. And then lastly, I would say on Facebook, if you guys don't know, because apparently a lot of people don't know, you can pin comments, but not your own. You can pin someone else's comment. So if people are asking, yo, where can I buy this? Pin their comment and then tag your site at the like just under the comment. So everyone who opens up the comment section will see your site taped on there. And I feel like that's huge because I feel like that's just something that boosted my conversion rate a lot because not a lot of people know that you have the link in bio, but a lot of people check the comments. So once they see your link on there, they're most likely gonna go to your shit right away. And on Instagram, I would have a story highlight saying buy here. So it's just a story that you would make with your product. Once again, fear mongering people saying, yo, get this shit now. There's only like 12 left or some shit. And have it as a highlight for it to be there 24/7. And still on top of that, I'll do things like the everyday story CTAs. They take like 5 minutes to set up at most if you have to make clips for it. But that's mostly it in terms of the type of funnel that I do to my stores. And like I said, everything else from there is very situational. Like, could be a pricing issue, could be a targeting issue, but that's up to you to figure out, or just hit up your mentor, bro. They should know.
Exactly. It's fucking fire.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Wait, hold on. Sorry. One
I
thing I
hope that
want to
made
add on this.
sense. I hope that made sense.
Yeah,
I
no.
know I
One
went
thing I
on
want
for
to add
a
on to
minute.
this. My fault.
Are you good? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, bro, literally all you really need on your store, and like you can continue split testing after this, bro, is just literally a timer, like Ozzy said. Also, this is one thing that I think is literally an organic propaganda only, bro. But literally adding infinite upsells to your products, bro. Stop doing this crazy. Like sometimes it's OC, like what
Yeah.
OC. I'm taking the vocab.
Yeah, I
But
love to
bro,
fucking see it,
bro,
man.
some people will literally add 5 upsells onto their product. But think about it from an old person perspective, right? Especially they keep it pre-selected too. So think about it from an old person perspective. If they go to your site, your product costs $50, and then they go to the cart, and all of a sudden it's $100, bro. They're immediately gonna click off that and just get out of there because you just like it's a complete lie to them, right? They don't expect to hit the cart, and you're like it's $100, bro. So first of all, don't have all them upsells that just look scammy. Have a couple of upsells that actually make sense, and then like don't have them pre-selected because it's gonna shock the person when they go to the cart. Also, your shipping protection and like the 30-day warranty, I would put that in the actual cart, not on the actual page itself. I'd put that in the cart and then like have that unpre-selected too as well. Just like don't shock the customer. And then I think the timer is good. Like more picture reviews is good, and
Yeah.
then like the whole upsell thing that I just mentioned, and the mystery boxes are good as well.
Yeah, I want to add on to that a little bit. That's so true. I remember, I think it was like one of my friends that does,
David.
yeah, David. So I remember David told us like that we had too many upsells. So you guys know it as like the CMG method or some shit. It's the CMG method, like just adding a fuck ton of upsells, and that's not bad. Like it does increase your AOV, and it's not a bad thing. But you guys have to understand once again, you have to think like the average customer. You know, these dudes have like 5 fucking brain cells. So when they click your product and they add it to cart and then the product goes from $50 like Mark said to like fucking 98, people are gonna click off because they're gonna be like, what the fuck? They don't understand that they can take it off. They don't know that a lot of these people are like 40, 50 years old. So you can have upsells, but something I started doing is like just don't have them be pre-selected. You know, let people read through them, let people pick them. And even though that sounds like it's gonna drop your AOV, it's actually gonna increase your conversion rate by a lot. So you're still gonna end up selling a lot more than to just, try and get those extra $15. You're bound to lose more customers by just, increasing their AOV unconsciously and if you let them be in control. Let the customer feel in control throughout the whole thing and make it as seamless as possible for them to just check out. You guys don't want to add any extra friction, any unnecessary upsells. Just skip it and keep going.
The one thing I do want to add on to that, and that's just the one thing, because y'all pretty much covered it all, I'm not going to lie to you, is that what I've noticed personally is that it does depend on the type of product that you're running. Like for me personally, what I've noticed, emotional products, if it makes sense, like when niggas do like show some support, niggas do the mystery box, niggas do like all the extra shit, the CVR is still the same. But then if you're running a regular product and you're trying to like go crazy with these niggas bloom maxing, and you're trying to go crazy with the fucking upsells, it does drop the CVR. So what I've noticed is fucking emotional products, you can crank them and your CVR will still be good. But if it's a regular product and you try to crank them, that's where it's like it will drop your CVR because emotional people are damn near gonna go in there. They want to help you out. You know what I'm saying? All the extra, it's emotional. Like you're obviously emotional
Yeah.
farming. You know what I'm saying? So like you could crank them and it'll have the same CVR. From my personal experience, if you have an emotional product, but like that's why I do agree because I've been running a lot of regular products this year, and I've been lately just changing that up because I realize that people aren't going and buying a shit ton because of the fact that like it's not they're not going with emotion. They actually want the product, so it's a little different. You know what I mean? But
It also just depends on the age demographic too, bro.
nah,
Like I was
facts.
running a Western product, and the people were like, "Oh, I don't understand how this is $100 when your store says it's $50." Like they would comment that,
Exactly.
like DM me, bro. I'm like,
Yeah.
dang.
No, fact. I feel like there's so much that goes into it, but like those are like the basics. That's fucking fire, bro. I
What did you
think
say? My bad. Say it again. I zoned out.
no, I can't even hear bro anymore. Is he still there? He probably was like, damn, this nigga's
He's
been
been
talking for a
talking. He's been
minute,
talking.
bro.
No, no, I'm here. Yo, I have one more. I have one
Uh,
more question. I have one more question.
oh,
It's like,
one per person. No, I'm kidding, bro. Go ahead.
do you have like a specific blueprint when you're split testing your website?
AB split
My
testing.
website.
'Cause you were talking about like split testing your website to like increase conversion. You know, just changing up.
Yeah, nah, not really, bro. So like, I do have I use a certain website as a base, and it's nothing like out of this world. To be honest, I'm not doing anything like that you guys aren't. The only thing is like, I add those things like I said, the timer and what we talked about. You know, having optional upsells, not automatic upsells. That's the base that I use. I do focus a lot on like making it look as realistic as possible. So like making AI review videos down below, all that like for and having review images as well, like things that take like maybe 20 minutes max. But other than that, no, like I said, it's all situational. At the end of the day, you have to look at your analytics and understand why you're not converting. So I don't know if you guys want me to go deep into like the analytics for a second. I don't know if I should do that because it's like boring.
Nah, yeah, you can. I want to piggyback
I
off you
can.
after because I do have like something I want to piggyback off of, but like you can go and do that.
All right, I would write this down because it's a little confusing. But you guys have, let me pull it up on my phone real quick because I don't know it off the top of my head. Just like a little back end sauce real quick. So I'm looking at my analytics right now, and oh shit, it changed. All right, at the very bottom, you guys are gonna see like sessions, add to cart, reach checkout, and completed checkouts. So the sessions is obviously your whole traffic from like your videos. So everyone that's coming through, that's like your main one. And then the numbers you guys want to look at is obviously the added to cart, at reach checkout, and completed checkout. If people are adding to cart, that means that there's product interest. But if they're not reaching checkout, that's probably like a friction issue right there, and that's what we talked about, having automatic upsells. Like that kills your conversion rate. So if people are dropping your product at checkout, that means that there's something stopping them from fully wanting to check out. That could be like I said, the upsells, or it could be something like they just don't trust your site enough. So that's the main one. If you're getting a lot of sessions but no add to carts, that's usually an issue of like targeting. Like there's an issue with your targeting or with your pricing. So like you know, if you're doing like a small business concept but you're OD charging on the product, people are gonna be like, yo, fuck this guy. Like I'm not gonna help his small business. You know what I mean? And then lastly, if you're getting add to carts, no reach checkouts, as a whole, or my bad. If you're getting a lot of sessions and add to carts and add and reach checkouts, like if people are doing all three but they're not fully checking out, it's most likely an issue of like no scarcity. Like people don't feel the need to buy right now. So that's why the timer is in place. That's why you say that there's only a few units left to give them that small push, to give them like a small sell for people to buy. So I know that was a bit confusing because I'm just saying it off the dome, but I'll make a video on it soon. Um, yeah, that's it. It's pretty situational depending on your issue. But just look at it and ask yourself, okay, if I were this customer, why would I drop here? Is the pricing the issue? Is the concept? And obviously, just make sure that you're targeting US, because you could be targeting India, and that will
Yeah.
be like 0 out of 0 for everything. One last thing I want to say, if you guys want to know how to like distinguish between the add to cart, reach checkout, and finished checkout issue, I would say that add to carts should be anywhere from 5 to 8% on a healthy ratio. Five on the lowest end. Um, Then for each checkout, you should have anywhere from 2 to like 4%, maybe 5. And then your completed checkout should be anywhere from like 1 to 3%. So that's like a healthy ratio that I look at. If it's not like that, I'll just check what the issue could be, like where the friction is at. But yeah, it's just situational at the end of the day.
And there's one thing.
Thank you. I appreciate
Oh,
it.
my bad. Never
Yeah,
mind.
of course,
Fuck
bro.
it.
No, chill, chill.
Oh, fuck Anthony.
No.
Hey.
No,
Bro, so
chill, chill.
there was only
Bro.
one thing I wanted to piggyback off of that real quick and say was that one thing that I actually learned a lot like recently. Shout out my boy Noel, and I actually implemented it is because I went stupid raw this past month. I was going fucking ballistics. I generated a lot of views. And one thing that Noel put me onto was A/B split testing. Your store. So like having some traction that goes to one set of a store and some traction that go to another like split test of a store and changing your pricing. Cause like he said, bro, like your pricing could matter. It all comes down to your analytics, but changing your pricing, you know what I mean? Like going and split testing what has the best offer. Cause at the end of the day, you could have a good offer, you could have a good pricing, but it could be even better to boost for the highest CVR. So split testing your pricing, your offer. One thing that makes you look way more real if running a long-term product is I downloaded this app. I used it beforehand. Luke's Reviews, I had used that. And it was letting people actually go and add their own reviews. So when they would get the product, they would actually put a review on the store that looked hella real. And one of my biggest winners, I had like fucking 85 to 100 real reviews of like all 5 stars. People saying it's amazing, it's great, and then I would have pop-ups. So like when people were scrolling through with Luke's Reviews, you can have it to where it's pop-ups. So while they're scrolling through, it's just getting smacked with proof of concept, customer testimonial, and that will literally, that boosted my CVR through the fucking roof because I had it looked like a real brand because of the fact that like I had so many fucking reviews on the website. And then like I said, the A/B split testing where you could go, and I forgot the app. Shout out Noel. Like I said, hit up Noel. He's in the Discord. He'll tell you the app. But I tried it, and you go, like I said, you split test your offer to where you go and you have one store. Half the traction goes to one store and half the traction goes to another product page, and each of them you'll be able to see which one does the best through 3-day period, and then you could use that one. And then you'll split test its price. You'll do one with the offer, you do one for that, and it just goes fucking crazy, and you could boost for the highest CVR. That's one thing I just want to put out there, bro, because, bro, when I learned that shit was hella saucy because it makes your CVR go hella. Now, do I utilize it all the time? Fuck no. I'm not going to lie because it's a lot of work, and I have to, like, be printing with a product like crazy to want to do it. But it's something that you guys can do as well, so I just want to put that out there, but yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that was a lot of sauce, bro. Oh, my God, bro. I'm not going to lie. We've been dropping crazy sauce. Holy shit. All right, one to two more, bro. Go ahead. What do you say?
I would say like it does matter on like the product. You guys don't have to do like go all out for every single product.
Exactly.
Like if this is only to maximize like a product that's printing. I wouldn't do this to like. I mean, you obviously want to maximize it depending on your level. But if you know it's a product that you're not gonna run for a long time, like you don't have to do all this. But
exactly.
Obviously try to get every single book.
All right, go ahead, Lambi. I know you've been waiting for a minute.
Oh, bro, I'm gonna keep it short. I have one question and I have one appreciation. So, like, you know how you posted a video on that you should be focusing more on viral products. I took that advice, and yeah, I found a product today, and I launched the store 2 hours ago, and I hit like 300 already. So.
Love the fucking hero, bro. Good fucking shit, bro. I remember you were in the Discord beforehand the calls and you were telling me and shit.
And then, I actually guessed. If I can hit a 1K day, man.
Yo, what was that?
Bro, I had to take a second. Yo, bro, I had to take a second to breathe.
Wait, did he ask you a question?
No, was that the question?
Anyway, my question is, like if you're like the second or third person to a concept, is it worth it or not?
Are you like asking directly one person, or you want us all to answer?
Or anyone can answer.
Wait, to a concept or to a product?
Yeah. What was the question exactly?
Let's say like it's the what product? You know the Halloween car thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Let's say they did the let's say you're like the third person to do the 3, 2, 1 for that product. Is it worth it to do it, or should you find a different concept?
Like it's not a bad idea to do it. Or you go, Mark. You said you look like you were gonna
I would
say.
just say, bro. I mean, when you're hopping on a product, bro. I mean, you're posting like 5 videos a day. So I mean, if it went viral, I would post a variation of the 3, 2, 1, and then still test other concepts. Like you're not
That was
limited.
just an example. That's just an example.
Bro, I can't look at the
But yeah.
chat, bro.
Yeah. I just came up from a workout. That's I'm out of breath, but thank you.
Yo, yo, you didn't have to acknowledge that, bro.
Wait, what
Oh
happened?
my god, bro. This nigga's OC, bro. Oh
Wait, what
my
did he
god.
say? I didn't hear him.
Bro, he said, I just got to work. That's why I'm out of breath. He had to acknowledge that real quick. All right, two more questions, and then we're done. Because I'm not going to lie, we've been in the call for a minute, bro. All right, go ahead.
Yo,
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Deep.
what's good? I got a question in terms of TikTok. Let's say like you got all your products performing on Meta and everything, but like for TikTok, I wouldn't say really targeting wise, but in terms of just like view ratio and then view to comment ratio as well. Like, how do you guys go about that? Like when TikTok just doesn't perform?
That's Mark. That's a Markio question, bro. I'm not going to lie, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
Markio's a
Wait,
TikTok
wait.
demon,
I
bro.
was reading the chat, but you said, wait, could you repeat that question? Sorry, the chat got me geeking.
Bro, the chat is too OC, bro. I'm not going to lie, bro.
I said like let's say you got products performing on like Meta, like Facebook and Instagram, but like on TikTok, like it just doesn't like pop off. Like how would you go about that? Like
Bro,
even if you make a new account too.
if you have an Instagram or like Facebook account, bro, F TikTok, bro, like post for those. Like that's where you're gonna make majority of the money. Now, if it was vice versa, like say like you're testing a product, right, and you're not viral on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, like then I would just like focus on more like TikTok concepts to begin with. Because like that TikTok is just gonna be that quick money for you, bro. Like you can run up a product in like a week or two with TikTok. So like if nothing else is working on any other platform, I'll just like start running like specifically TikTok concepts. Because I do feel like platforms do have their specific concepts. But I don't know if that answered your question. But
I agree, bro.
Yeah, and then I was gonna say like after you post, what do you do? Like
What?
what do you mean?
Bro,
what do you do after you post?
Like
Like
I'm not understanding your question. Like
bro,
like
go more in depth.
like
Gang.
after you post the video, what do you do?
I post another video.
Yeah,
Usually.
and then after that, what do you like?
Like, are you
bro.
okay? Are you trying to ask like if we have like something specific we do after we post the video? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Bro, go on to
Nah,
the
bro,
next product,
see,
gang.
like,
Let's go on
Nah,
to burner.
Yeah. Go to the next product.
so like you just switch out the account.
No, it doesn't. There's nothing you do after you post. You just post it on to the next thing on the to-do list, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is a retarded ass question, gang. I love you, bro. Zeke, I love you, bro. This is OC.
With it.
Bro, you
bro,
laugh.
y'all sound dick.
Bro, because what do you mean? What do you Zeke? I know Zeke personally, bro. What do you mean? What do you
Oh,
do,
okay.
gang? That's why it's
No,
fine.
he might just didn't word it right, but I think
No, I know Zeke personally, bro. I'm gonna call him after this shit.
Eric.
Yo, let's
Hello,
go, Marky shit. Let's go, boys.
Oh my god.
It's
Go ahead,
fine,
Derek.
bro. You're a demon, bro. You don't need to
Yeah.
ask.
Talking about, like, what do you mean, Cody?
What?
Oh,
You talking
come on,
about
Terry.
Cody?
Ask the question, bro. No brain
You
rot.
got refer to me as Cody. Oh, my bad.
Oh.
Bro, low key, have y'all noticed, like, Claude getting hella fucking strict lately? Like, I don't know what it is, but shit, bro, with my fucking Claude, like, just, like, license shit in general, like, any fucking product is, like, such a hassle, like horror shit, fucking just anything, like, Disney, like, it's hella fucking hard to run shit with Claude just because, like, bro, even the retard models, like, Sonic and shit, they still be fucking bugging, bro.
Stop doing Down syndrome concepts, gang.
I mean, even God, even
Nah, I'm playing.
I think I'm doing Down syndrome fine.
I'm playing.
it's happening to me too. Like, you can't run any like copyrighted products. What I've been doing to kind of like work around that is I would go down on older chats and then I would switch to Opus 4.6. For some reason, I can't do it with any other model, but Opus 4.6 allows me to do it. And then also, if that doesn't work, I usually just use Cloud Code as a workaround and run it through like the software that I made as a workaround. But other than that, like, yeah, just use Opus 4.6 and just try to reword it. Maybe tell it it's like for like a student project, or sometimes I say it's like for a short film or something that I'm filming.
I tried that with the short film stuff, and it was still fucking like tweaking about that.
So
but
I have one thing I can say
that's good.
about that, because I like the same thing. A lot of my students have been dealing with that as well. The 4.6 shit,
Yeah.
I've been saying, but the biggest thing for me, I just tried this a couple days ago and it worked. For me personally, when I've noticed is that for what I do is that same thing, school project, school film, whatever. If it doesn't work, in the prompt itself, because like it depends. Like when it goes through Claude, usually it gets like cut in Higgsfield. Like for me personally, like NSFW, whatever it is, right? So what I've noticed is that if you give it a reference image of the product, but don't end the Claude like the generation, whatever it is, in the generation, if you don't have those LARPing in the generation, if you don't have the actual copyrighted name in the prompt, it won't get cooked. So like what I told my son to do, I said go through the prompt that Claude made for you, or have Claude make the prompt before you do it, and beforehand read through it. And if it says some type of copyrighted name like Pennywise, Chucky, whatever it is, right? Take that out. And if you take that out, it will bypass it and it will generate, because it won't go and it won't flag you. That's one that I've done recently.
It won't flag.
Yeah, it won't flag, and it's been working I'm not gonna lie, I haven't got copyrighted since. Like ever since I've been doing that, it's been chilling.
I agree with that, bro. Yeah, open it. Not even wait, my fault, Eric. But outside of Claude, wait, are you talking to my fault, bro?
No, you go, Omer.
I was gonna say outside of Claude, bro. I know that OpenAI, they just updated their policies or whatever. So like GPT Image 2 has been tripping just because they've gotten a lot more strict. So yeah, you just gotta work around it and just refer to the reference image rather than the actual like copyrighted name.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I would just say, oh shit, fuck me.
Go ahead, Ozzy.
Now I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't really have an issue with copyright stuff like that. I just have to do like UGC style. So like, cause I feel like UGC style is very normalized. I just frame it as like, I'm doing this UGC. I want you to like put this, and that way. And then when they ask about like rights, copyrights and shit, I just say like, we handle that off like on a different set. So like, we just say like, I just say I have the rights to it, and it usually just lets me do it. So that's what
I tried that too, Loki, because I was like I'm fucking authorized, but like I looked up like fucking Walt Disney. I was like Walt Disney. I was like Walt Disney gave me like fucking permission or like I'm like fully authorized to like use it and shit. It was still tweaking, so I would try the prompt. I'll definitely try what y'all would tell me. Yeah, I think Loki, bro, just because like maybe it's just being too direct with Claude, like just telling it like what I'm doing. I feel like you can be too direct with Claude, like you can't really.
You can't tell it like, bro, honestly, just don't feed it. 'Cause I used to do that as well. I used to be like, yo, I'm doing this, and that. Like, just tell it what you need and like not the context behind it, and it'll do it. Like, just don't tell it like, yo, I'm selling a product, I'm doing this. Like, just be like, hey, generate this.
No, I don't say none of that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Bro. All right, bet. So before we end up, like, obviously this has been a long ass call. I just want everybody in here, like I think I told you guys beforehand. Just to give a little bit of like mindset or just any lasting advice. Like this is one question I always ask this in my case studies. I feel like this is an amazing question and goes hella deep. If you were to quit organic right now, right, and you have one thing you could tell everybody in here, to like leave with them for advice, to be successful in organic or get to where you're at right now, what would you tell them?
Like just about
like you have one thing that you could tell, like one piece of advice. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you have 60 seconds before you gotta go, and like you're trying to give them advice to move forward, right? What would you tell everybody in here, like in general? In general, go first. Like in like everybody in here is right here right now. You got 6 seconds. You're never touching organic again. Like, what's the one thing you would tell everybody in here? Whether that's mindset, whether that's what to do, how not to do, like anything. It could be mindset, whatever. Just what you guys think is best and what you would leave, like going and leaving organic. I feel like this is a fire ass question. I thought about it myself. Like, damn, I should answer it. Ask it.
All right.
It puts you on the spot.
It puts you on the spot. Or do I go?
You want me to go first? I was gonna go last, but if y'all, I'll go first too.
Yeah, no, go last so you can close it down.
I bet.
Mark, you want to go first? You want me to?
I guess
Mark's like, damn, this nigga put me on the spot.
Yeah, I was like, I was not expecting that question. But
I know that's the point.
What I would say, bro, for like anyone doing organic, especially the times that we're in, is that genuinely your day could be tomorrow. Like your day could be today. So like do the inputs, because I have been having like students like ask questions about like how do you stay motivated, like when maybe you just came off a winner and like you lost the confidence again, bro. Just remember, like literally, like organic is the only business model that you can come in first week, first day, or even, but it doesn't even matter that like tomorrow you could like hit your breakthrough. Like today you could hit your breakthrough. So literally just keep going, keep testing. Like that's probably like my one like piece of advice that I'd give to everyone. Like literally just keep testing, bro, because you're bound to literally hit on something, bro. You're bound to hit, and that's what I would say.
Valid.
Go ahead,
I would say. All right, mine's gonna be more a little off product, so like you guys hear from a lot of people already, but it's like two different advices. Number one, like understand that whatever you give in, you're gonna get out. Like if you guys aren't putting in the work, obviously nothing's gonna come out of that. And if you guys are doing fucked up shit, at some point, like, it's gonna run out. Like, your luck's gonna run out, and shit's not gonna keep doing well because you're doing fucked up shit. You're not doing it right. So learn it by the book first of all, and then the most important thing I want to leave you guys with is try to have a group of people that you can trench with. Obviously, don't force it. If you guys have to thug it out alone for now, do so. But if you guys have like a friend group of people that you guys are trenching with, genuinely like give as much as you can so you guys can get as much as you can in return. Because like I feel like with like just knowing Mark and having met Mark so early in like my career, I feel like it's been such a like it's probably the highest ROI thing that's happened to us because I was able to help Mark get his first viral like video and product and like his first winner as a whole. And I'm not taking credit. I'm saying like just us working together was able for him to like have that like breakthrough. And then the same thing happened, but back to me whenever AI came around. Mark taught me all of it, and I was able to like just take advantage from it. So having a friend group that wants to see you win genuinely is like one of the most high ROI things that you can have. If you guys don't have that for whatever reason, reach out to people, put yourself out there on social media, and like you'll meet like genuine people. Like we just like this is our first time talking to Anthony, and like I feel like we're gonna be boys for like a while now. You know what I mean? And so it's like this is a benefiting relationship for all of you. So I would just say your friend work. I mean your friendship. What do they say? Your friendship is like your network or some shit.
Your network
your
is
network is your network.
Yeah.
And that's so true. So like make sure that you guys keep the right people around, people that genuinely want to see you win and like not envy you. Yeah, that's my advice.
Hey, bro, I actually do want to add on to that too, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I would not have made as nearly as much money as I've made now if I didn't have the connections I have, bro. Even just like recently meeting Anthony, bro, he spilled so much sauce to me, and
Yeah.
like, bro, like it's just all beneficial to everyone, bro. Like, obviously, like as I said, don't force it, but bro, connections actually truly do matter, especially in this space because things go around quick, and if you're first to know, bro, you can be first on. So
No,
Exactly, yeah.
That's facts. I'm not gonna lie. The one last thing I would say, if I was like to quit organic, is to be honest with you, it all just comes down like if you're trying to see success as soon as possible, as fast as possible, like more of an organic thing instead of a mindset. Because I talk about mindset all the time as it is, anyways. Is test as like me personally, move as fast as possible. Don't waste time. Don't sit there and be like care about the L's as much because the fact is at the end of the day if you care too much about the L's you're going to like sit on it and the whole point is to move as fast as possible and learn as fast as possible so you see success. The reason why I personally like I was stuck at 20 to 30K a month and I used to have major anxiety and then I stopped having that anxiety that did down the mindset, but the biggest thing is like I was consistently failing. I was so obsessed with failing to learn that I learned so fast to where I was able to exponentially go crazy. Like I'm sure a lot of you guys seen like I went from fucking 20 30K then I hit a fucking 60K a month and 120K then 60K then like I forgot what it was after that and I just consistent going crazy. But the whole point was you guys didn't see the compound interest of failures, the compound interest of consistently failing and learning so much to the point to where it was almost impossible for me not to win, consistently stressing, consistently losing money, consistently dropping products, having anxiety. Like bro, these things happen only because I moved fast, didn't care about my failures, was so open to learning, and also putting away my ego to pay other people to learn. Like, a mentorship is hella important. I'm not trying to promote a mentorship, but I'm being hella real. Like, as we said, net worth is important. Because, bro, I personally wouldn't have gone as fast as I did if I didn't pay other people or at least find other people, like you said, with groups is hella important to learn from because there's so much that you don't know or you can go hella fast. All you need is that one thing to fix it, whether that's your product session, whether that's your concept, whatever that's anything. And it all comes down to just being being open to learning as fast as possible, sucking in information, or failing is so much that where it's almost impossible for you not to win and just keep fucking going. So the one thing I would leave everybody, bro, is just be okay with failing and be open to it because the more you fail, the closer you're getting success. And if you just keep spamming the failures and actually actively learning, it's almost impossible, bro. And that's the one thing I would say to everybody, bro. So, bro, W fucking AMA. I'm not gonna lie, this is definitely, in my opinion, the best fucking AMA in fucking organic, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't give a fuck. Bro, we dropped hour 30 minutes of straight fucking sauce, nigga. And this shit was recorded as well, bro. So, I'm gonna send the recording to them as well. We're all gonna post it. It's gonna be fucking fire, bro. Hey, shout out Ozzy, shout out Markio for like even coming on and doing this shit, bro. You guys can go fuck with them, bro. Like, fuck with their Instagram as well. I think you guys have your Instagram just like that and your servers as well in your guys' bio, right?
Yeah.
Bro,
Bro,
go.
W Anthony, bro.
Bro, for everybody join their fucking server, bro.
Oh,
Everybody
Anthony,
go and
like,
fucking follow him on Instagram, bro. Like, show fucking love, bro. Because at the end of the day, like, it's about showing love, and everybody here's gonna win no matter what, bro. So for real, bro. And I appreciate y'all niggas for like coming on here and just like doing that, bro. And we're
of
definitely gonna
course,
do more.
bro.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
We should do one. We should do one in our Discord soon again.
Next
just
is
to run
yours,
back.
bro. Next we're gonna do it in yours for sure. I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
Dude,
Like,
we gotta get all the Avengers together in one call.
bro, that would be OC, bro. We get all the niggas all in one
We have
call.
to do a meetup. We have to do a meetup. That'd be better.
A meetup?
I bet
What would you say?
just
What
all
would you
like
say?
in person.
Like, he said do a meetup.
That'd be tough.
Like, everybody.
I'd be down.
Bro, I'd be fired,
Just
bro.
all right, I'll make some calls, bro. I'll get some people going.
No, facts,
Head
bro.
out.
Do a fire ass, bro. What is this? What is this, bro? Batman, Cap, bro. Waste of, bro. Niggas do anything with Hicksfield, man, bro. I swear to God. But hey, W fucking call, bro. So hey, like I said, y'all jump up on their servers. Y'all go follow them on Instagram. Show some love to them boys. And yeah, bro. I'm gonna catch you guys the next one. And the recording will be out soon, bro. For real. There ain't no man. Bro, ain't no man. Gotta get that out.